Hi everybody, I'm Kelly from Earthly Delights, and this channel is devoted to all things reselling. My partner Melissa and I go to yard sales and thrift stores and estate sales, and now we do a lot of online auctions to find things to buy and sell online. Today's video, we're going to be doing a what sold over the weekend, but before we meet Melissa upstairs, what I wanted to do was show you something that we found at a yard sale. Yesterday we were running some errands and we saw signs for a yard sale. It was like 1 in the afternoon and we were thinking, well, I don't know if it's going to be good to stop at this point. Like they probably have been selling all morning. What's going to be left? Always good to stop because we found this. Now, I saw it sitting there on the table, and I just really loved the glaze on this, and I just thought the woman's head on this plate was really interesting. When I looked at it closer, I saw that there was a hole at the top, and it is a incense holder. Really cool one. I don't know if you've ever seen one like this. I know I haven't. And this is the underside here. I actually bought it and didn't show it to Melissa, and I just brought it home and I put it on our coffee bar, and I was thinking, I really like it. I'm gonna go ahead and use it for tea bags. And she saw it sitting there and she was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I love it. And she ended up looking it up. She used Google Lens, and we found out that this is made by a French company. It's called Austère de Valate, and I'm sure I'm murdering that, and I'm very sorry. Austère de Valate, and it's the Antoinette incense holder. So I don't know if this is a play on like Marie Antoinette, but I don't know. That's what just made me think of. And it's a handcrafted studio art piece. It's crafted from black terracotta, and then it has this like milky white glaze on it. The glaze is what attracted me to it, and then of course, this woman's face sitting there. I thought that was really, really unique and interesting. It takes 2 weeks to make these incense holders. For $2, I thought I'm gonna take a chance on it. I was honestly just going to keep it for us, but then Melissa spotted it, looked it up, used Google Lens, and saw that this sells retail for $125. So it made me rethink keeping it. I mean, we could keep it, but honestly, I think I have plenty of things to hold my tea bags. We decided to list it this morning and move it on. So it retails for $125. We are listing it for $100. All the sold comps are around $90 to $100. So this was just a good reminder to always stop at yard sales, which we do, but also even in the afternoon, after a yard sale has had a full day, there's plenty to see because not everybody, I guess nobody wanted to pick this up, but I certainly did, and I love it. As much as I'd like to keep it, I'd rather sell it and make that profit so we can buy more things and just enjoy having it pass through our hands, because it is a really lovely piece with a lot of detail, and but I'm happy to move it on. I wanted to show you what's going on around me a little bit. We've been buying quite a bit from online auctions and also estate sales, and so we're going to do a couple upcoming haul videos and focus on a few things that we're learning about certain categories. So look out for that soon. When we're done here, we'll go up and meet Melissa, and she's going to show us what sold over the weekend. This is something that we got recently from an online auction. We paid $11 for it, and it's cast iron. It's quite heavy, and let me know if you know what this is. It took us a minute to figure it out, but we've never seen anything like this before. I just thought it was a really cool object, and it's actually antique, and it does have a maker's mark on the back, which is, just put this down. It's got a maker's mark right here. So very, very cool piece. We got a set of 4 of these mugs. It says the navy blue collection, and they're in really great condition. They're like a nice heavy diner mug, and I just loved that it said U.S. Lighthouse Service. I thought they were really unique. I think we paid, I don't know, about $10 for the 4 of them, and each one sells for about $30. So we're probably going to list the 4 for about $120. And yeah, that was from an online auction as well. We got this rack, which actually folds up, and we're going to use that in here to kind of stage things. And then if you come over here, we're going to do a video just focusing on all of this. We bought for $100. This box was completely full of postcards, and a lot of them are from the 1920s. 1920s, 1940s, and 50s, and a lot of them are complete collections of like the Grand Canyon, San Francisco, Rome, beautiful photographs. These ones are actually hand painted. I think they are prototypes for postcards. You can see here the pen and the kind of outline for the other side of it. Amazing stuff. This is for somewhere in Italy. And we've got desert scenes of California. It's beautiful. I mean, look at that. Look at the artwork on that. I just love it. So this is from One Family's Travels. And I'm going to get into, in this next video, when I go over this with you guys, the family and just a little bit about them and what they did for a living and where they traveled. I mean, there's a lot of ephemera. This is a nice pile of prayer cards, Catholic prayer cards, and also cards for funerals that the family attended. So I've been trying to kind of organize things and put like things together and just get a sense of the whole collection before I start listing everything. It's quite a collection. This is really interesting. It says on His Majesty's service. This is a really old postcard. I don't know how old it is, but I'm guessing 30s or 40s. And then I thought this was really interesting. This is in an envelope, probably the envelope they bought it in, and it's the old curiosity shop in Portsmouth, in London. So Charles Dickens, immortalized by Charles Dickens. And it says here, postcard British manufacture. The old curiosity shop is a historical link with the times of Dickens and is reminiscent of the scene with Little Nell, her grandfather, Bibulus Dick Swiveller, and the evil dwarf Quillip. It is situated unpretentiously behind the great picture house of Kingsway. This is a real photograph. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. That is amazing. I absolutely love this piece. I love so much here. There's just so much amazing history of this family. Like I honestly got pretty teary-eyed when I was going through this. I still have all of this to organize yet. This is kind of a mess, but it's an organized mess where I'm putting all like international travel together, domestic travel together. I mean, you can see like we've got a ton of postcards over here. Yeah, the linen postcards. This really cool postcard from France of a restaurant. A lot of stuff. A card for buying your Harley Davidson. Congratulations on your new Harley. So that's pretty cool. And this piece, I have no idea what this is. I still have to look it up, but it is an old collection of postcards. They traveled all over the world and, really just collected so many postcards. There were boxes and boxes of these at the estate sale, and I bought this one for $100. And I really do wish that I had went ahead and just bought every single box, because it's all this quality. It's all like just incredible collections. And most of these postcards have never been used. So we're going to go upstairs and see what Melissa's up to, and we'll go through what sold over the weekend.
Copper kettle, brittle brattle. It's vocal exercises.
Well, I know. What's the rest of it?
I don't know. I can't remember. Wow. No. Okay.
So now we're going to jump into to what sold over the weekend.
Yep. So I've pulled everything that sold over the weekend into a pile here. Not everything on this table, but this stuff all sold from about Friday afternoon through last night. So here, let me just move things around so I can go in order. First, we have this vintage London fog sweater that I forget what you just told me we bought it for, like $1?
$1 at an estate sale.
And it sold for $12. We put a lot of things on sale, and which has boosted our sales, just things that have been sitting that we want to move on. So I believe this was a sale item. Next up we have, where did it go? Where did Anne Rice go? Didn't you?
Anne Rice went right here.
Oh, you moved it. So this box set of Anne Rice books that we got at a yard sale for $1 just sold for $40, and it is going to Canada.
We've been sending a lot of offers on that, and no takers. And then it sold full price.
I love when that happens.
Me too.
This is an item we got recently at an estate sale. We paid like $1 for it. And actually, this is inside out, but I felt like it's reversible. I think it's reversible.
It is.
It's Kath Kidson, made it from London. Well, actually, it's made in China, but it's a London company. Someone had stored their yarn in it from knitting. It's got tons of pockets. Here's the tag. Sorry, let me show you that. Kath Kidston. And I just listed it for $20. We sent some offers for $15 and got a taker.
You know, I bought that because it was in good condition. It was like the last day of the sale, so I just threw it in. Yeah. And then when I got home and looked up the tag, I saw that it's a thing that people buy and collect these bags. And so, you know, we're really not in it for much. And it sold almost
right away,
like within a couple days. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Next up are two books from on Auction Ninja. We had bought, I think we spent a total of $114 on just a bunch of legal books from someone's legal library.
It was like, I think we bought like 30 books.
Yeah, something like that. It ended up being like $4 a book. Two of the most interesting ones that I've listed so far just sold. Witchcraft cases. It's all about like the Salem witch hunt. And they're really beautifully bound books. They have this like marbling inside. They don't look like they've been read, most of them.
Just read like the first sentence. I just thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, the first sentence of the introduction by Alan Dershowitz. In reading accounts of the witchcraft trials of 3 centuries ago, a modern-day lawyer's mind naturally turns to the roles played by the 17th century lawyers, prosecutors, judges, defense attorneys, and how they use the forms of the law to perpetrate such injustice. The descriptions in this book of the legal proceedings by which citizens charged with witchcraft were tried make numerous references to justices, judges, and magistrates, etc., etc. Fascinating.
Oh, really cool book.
And this next one, really cool marble inside. This next one is called The Trial of Jesus of Nazareth. Here you go. Good. And let me just, I didn't read the intro, but I did look at the table of contents, and I thought it was really interesting. Table of contents, we look at, there's an introduction, and the chapters are on Mark, Matthew, Luke, John, evaluation of the gospel testimony, the Roman judge, and the Jewish court. So interesting. I mean, so I think they're looking at it from all of the perspectives of the different people who were involved in Jesus' life and execution. So we sold these 2 books for a total of $78.
Okay, and we're all in $8 on those.
Yeah, so that's a good one.
Yeah.
Next up, I'm going to pull up a picture because this is kind of a delicate piece that I have wrapped really well.
It's right here.
Yeah. And this came from a lot of lady head vases that we got on Auction Ninja a couple months back, and we got just a bunch of them. She is different than all the other ones. The other ones were from like, I'm not sure, I can't date her, but the other ones were very like glamorous looking 50s, 60s, 40s maybe even. She's very weathered and aged and just, I think, really unique and beautiful.
That one's
it looks
so
like
cool.
Terracotta, perhaps.
Yeah, and she's holding
a vase.
A vase,
Here,
yeah.
I'll, this is a good angle. So, what did we say? We spent like, averaged to be like $8 on each piece. This one went for $19. This was, we valued it a little lower. You know, I think...
Because condition was part of it.
Yeah, I had it listed at $36. I think it was worth a little bit more, but we put it on sale for 40% off. And she sold, so that's a good thing.
It is, yeah. And a number of them have sold for $30, $50, so, and we still have a number of them left.
Yeah. Next up, we have a pair of vintage Lee Ryder jeans. Lee. We all know and love Lee. These are 33 waist, 30 length. But they're not actually. I always measure jeans, always measure pants, because depending on how it's been laundered, depending on where, and, you know, whatever other factors. Alterations. Yes, we've definitely gotten some that were altered and are not the size that they say. These were actually $31.29, so I listed that in the title. The title said, Vintage Lee Ryder's Blue Jeans, Men's 33 by 30. Actual, in caps, 31 by 29. So that's important.
We got those in an estate sale for a couple dollars.
Yeah.
What did they sell for?
$14.40.
Okay, yeah, they were on sale, right? Because they've been sitting for a little while.
Yeah.
Now when we're like picking at yard sales or estate sales or wherever, I always look at the bottom and see if it's been altered. And I, unless it's like a really fantastic pair of pants, I don't get them if they've been altered.
Well, you know,
but I don't know,
because we don't always, we should, but we don't travel with measuring tape. We have these 2 pair of G-Star Raw jeans. It's designer jeans that we'd gotten at
like
they're like chinos.
Not jeans, yeah, chinos, right?
Oh, sorry, yeah. That we had gotten at the Goodwill that we had no idea until we got home. These do not look like they've been altered. I mean, they're done.
Oh, but they are
really well. But they are, because it says 38 34. Mm-hmm. Now the waist is correct, but one pair is 25 inseam.
Wow.
It's for a short person, and the other is 28. So,
Wow.
imagine thinking you're getting 34. That's a pretty long inseam, and then you get it, and it's like short. So, I just listed these under the weekend last week and realized that. So that definitely has a big notation in the title.
And we when we were at the Goodwill and we bought those, we had bought I think 3 or 4 pair. We sold one already for 36. Like it's a good it's a good label
brand,
to it's a good one to look out for.
Yep. Next up, we have another piece of glass.
We've been selling the sea glass.
I know, it's been selling. We got to get back on there.
We have so much to list. We've got a lot of bundles of sea glass to list.
This is a piece of Coca-Cola glass, which we sold for $6.
Don't ask us what we paid for it. Have no idea. 3 cents? I don't know. But someone bought it. Tumbled Coke bottle sea glass.
Yes.
Or beach glass.
Yeah. Next up, actually, we got it from the same people.
Private pick.
Yeah, private pick. This is a cool neon vintage Niagara Falls sweatshirt. Probably paid like $1 or so for it. Not a tag that I know. And it sold for $28.
That's a good one.
Yeah. This was from an estate sale. Probably paid $1 or maybe $2. A vintage St. John's Bay chamois button-down shirt. It's super soft, and it sold for $9. Where did we get this?
We got that at an estate sale. It was the last day, and so we only paid like $2 for every sweater we bought.
Is this from Cliff?
For each sweater. Yeah, Cliff, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a vintage Ralph Lauren wool sweater.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
that green.
Really beautiful, like forest green.
Probably like the 90s.
Mm-hmm. And that sold for $48.
48?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to show the tag?
Sure.
I feel like I don't know Ralph Lauren tags through the years.
Yeah. Here it is. So the next thing that sold is this lot of vintage mercury glass ornaments. You can kind of see it a little bit through the bubble wrap. Very brightly painted. This one you can see pretty well. Mm-hmm. This is a lot of 5 of them from the 50s, and they sold for $15.
We paid just probably $2 for them.
Yeah, we took a best offer.
They were listed for $20, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, these have become our bread and butter around this time of year.
Yeah.
Because we bought a ton of them from a private pick and a couple online auctions, and then we lot them up, put similar ones together, and we've done well with them so far.
Yeah.
And they're pretty.
Yeah. I just noticed that I skipped over something. This fused glass plate just sold. We bought it a long time ago.
For $1 at the Goodwill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just sold for $7.
Okay.
It was really funny because this weekend Kelly just picked up another piece of fused glass
for $1.
For $1, and I was like, Kel, we've had that plate for like ever, and it's not selling. Why? And then it sold.
You're like, why are you buying that?
Yeah.
But it was like pretty little pansies.
Yeah.
And I thought they were really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't. It had to come home.
Yep. So this one's going out with one, in with another. And I think there's just 1 or 2 more things. Where'd it go? Hold on. Where'd that Sopranos book just go?
It's right underneath the clothes.
Oh, I was like, it was right here.
Peeking out there.
Yeah. This was the Sopranos Family Cookbook. Great series. Epic. Mm-hmm. And now you can cook like the Sopranos. Oh, wow. Look at what I've turned to. My favorite thing in the whole world.
Pizza. Yeah, me too.
And,
Maybe we'll get pizza tonight.
Oh, I love that. The
Oh
inside
my
cover.
God. His mom. Oh my God, that gives me flashbacks of
awesome.
watching that. I love that show.
So where did we
great.
get that?
We got that at the Goodwill for $1.
And it just sold for, oh, spinning wheel, I just lost it. Was it $9? $14?
I'm not sure.
Our internet is just, okay, here we go. $14. Yeah,
Great.
plus shipping. And then one more thing that sold this morning, they haven't paid yet, but I'll include it, is this Death Wish backpack. I still keep finding in our death pile some random Death Wish items, and I just listed a backpack and a duffel bag on like Friday, and this sold for $60.
Yeah, we just paid a couple bucks for it.
Yeah. Yep.
That's great. We have one more to sell.
Yeah, and I think that's it. That's all for today.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for coming along. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy holidays. Hopefully, this is definitely coming out before Thanksgiving. Hopefully it's coming out today or tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully today. Just back
Two
to back.
in one day?
2 and oh no, I'm gonna do this tomorrow probably.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll release it tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks for watching. Please hit that like button, hit subscribe, sign up for notifications so you don't miss a video, and we'll see you next time.